He's not a bigger puncher. He's not bigger than Tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving up in weight, so that might affect him, make him a little bit slower. Who knows? It might go a decision because maybe Roach might be a little bit more durable because of the, not cutting as much weight.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he might try to stay away from Tank. So I'm not saying that he's going to get knocked out.
Right.
But I mean, there's a huge chance that he's going to get knocked out because Tank has, is a puncher.
Yeah.
But like, regardless whether yes or no, Tank's gonna win decision.
Rolly Romero expressed concern over Lamont Roach moving up in weight, believing it to be not a wise move, especially against a power puncher like Gervonta Tank Davis. While he made it clear that his comments were not meant to discredit Roach's abilities, he acknowledged that Roach is a skilled and talented fighter. However, Romero emphasized that stepping into the ring with Tank is an entirely different challenge, given Davis's reputation as one of the most devastating punchers in the sport. He suggested that Roach will have to deal with a level of power and aggression that very few fighters have been able to withstand.
The thing is, man, like Lamont Roach moving up in weight, man, that's not good, man. And you're fighting a vicious puncher. And that's not taking anything from Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is a tremendous fighter. It's just the weight. And then, like I said, you're fighting the number one like one of the hardest hitters in the sport.
Rolly Romero strongly favors Gervonta Tank Davis in the matchup, asserting that Davis holds every advantage. He believes Tank's experience, power, and overall skill set make him the clear favorite, leaving little room for doubt about the outcome. In Romero's view, everything is stacked in Davis's favor, making victory almost inevitable.
No, just too much experience, too much power, too much big weight. Everything is in Tank's favor.
American pro boxer Ray Ford believes that every fighter has a chance, emphasizing that both Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis are familiar with each other. He pointed out that they've sparred together and even fought as amateurs, so Lamont would not be intimidated going into the ring. Ford feels that Lamont, being a world champion who has fought at a high level, definitely has a shot, as any fighter has the potential to win.
For sure, every fighter got a chance, you feel me? They both know each other, so Lamont not gonna go in there and be scared of him. Like I said, they've been sparring, they fought each other in the amateurs and shit like that, so they familiar with each other. So I feel like he definitely got a chance. Any fighter got a chance, especially another world champion and who's been fighting at the high level.
American pro boxer Keyshawn Davis believes that stylistically, Lamont Roach has a real chance against Gervonta Davis. However, the only thing he is certain about is how well the two fighters know each other. Pointed out that they come from the same area, have sparred before, and may have even fought before their known amateur bouts. Davis also suggested that at some point they might have even helped each other in the gym, making them extremely familiar with one another's style.
I feel like stylistically, Lamont Roach definitely have more of a chance, But the only thing that I really know is like they really know each other. They from the same area, you know what I'm saying? So they don't spar before. They probably don't fought before. The amateurs that we don't even know about, like they probably just helped each other out once upon a time, like in the gym or something like that, So like they're really familiar with each other.
Keyshawn suggests that in matchups like this, those deeply involved in the sport often have a strong sense of who will come out on top. However, he acknowledges that stylistically and skillfully, Lamont Roach presents the biggest challenge Gervonta Davis has faced to date. He points out that Roach's technical abilities and familiarity with Tank could make the fight more competitive than many expect. Despite this, Keyshawn Davis believes that Gervonta's high-level experience will ultimately shine through. In the end, he stands firm in his prediction, stating that while Roach is a worthy opponent, Keyshawn confidently picks Tank to win.
The upper hand already know like he gonna get the win, but to this day, Lamont Roach is the best opponent that Tank fought skillfully.
Gotcha.
He have a lot of experience too, so I feel like again that shit gonna show, but I still got Tank for sure.
Tank Davis's coach, Kenny Ellis, dismissed the idea that Lamont Roach would be a different fighter in this matchup, despite all the training and coaching he has undergone. Ellis emphasized that no matter how much a fighter conditions themselves, whether through intense workouts, strict dieting, or running miles every day, true resilience is something that cannot be taught. He stated that withstanding pain in the ring is not about preparation alone, it is about having it in your DNA.
Do you see a different Lamont Roach coming into this fight?
No, I don't. I tell people all the time, no offense, this is not a Lamont Roach, but a fighter can do everything in the gym, man. They can do their push-ups, their pull-ups, they can run 10 miles a day, they can eat their diet. they can change their diet, they can do everything right, but it have to be in your DNA to take pain.
According to Ellis, the real question is not what Roach has done in camp, but whether he has the toughness to endure what comes with facing a fighter like Tank. Ellis stressed that this is the key difference in many fights, not just skill or preparation, but the ability to endure pain. He emphasized that fighters must be willing to push through punishment, and that is what separates the greats from the rest.
Are you willing and able to take the pain that come with this shit? That's for any fighter, you know?
Right.
And that's the difference in a lot of the fights. You got to be willing to take the pain that come with it.
Ellis differentiates between the pain of training that is muscle soreness, tough workouts, and the real pain of a fight. He describes the brutal reality of getting hit, stating that when your head gets rattled, your vision blurs, your nose and mouth take damage, and body shots drain you. He emphasizes that enduring this level of punishment, especially when your equilibrium is shaken round after round, is what truly matters. The question, he says, is not just about skill or preparation, it is about whether a fighter is truly willing and able to take that kind of pain.
That pain in the actual fight, man, when shit get rattled, your ass get scrambled, your ass get blurry, your mouth and nose get f***ed up, you know, a little bit of everything, body shots. You just gotta be willing to take the pain and come with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting your equilibrium every other round. You willing and able, you know.
Former professional boxer and commentator Sean Porter shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr., where Porter noted that the connection between Tank and Lamont goes beyond just their amateur encounters. He pointed out that the two have spent time together in the gym, likely sparring and training alongside each other, which adds another layer to the matchup. While acknowledging that there are other potential matchups in the division, Porter believes the familiarity between the fighters will make this particular fight especially interesting to watch.
I think it's a good fight. I think that there's better fights for Tank Davis, but this is a good fight for him.
In addition, Kenny Ellis acknowledges Roach's skill, recognizing that he has always been at the top of his game in both the amateurs and the pros. He credits Roach for being a world champion and possessing undeniable talent. However, he also points out that everyone knows what Tank brings to the table. He notes that while many people were not familiar with Roach a few months ago, after doing their research, they now realize this fight is going to be an all-out war.
Like I said, Roach has always been at the top of the game in the amateurs and the pros. He's a world champion right now, and he got skill, you know? And everybody know Tank, what he coming with.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people didn't know Roach a few months ago, but they did their research now and they say, oh, this motherfucker can rumble. So now that people's eyebrows going up, you know?
Moreover, Rolly Romero dismisses any argument in favor of Lamont Roach, asserting that while some might try to claim he is the better boxer, the reality is different. He insists Roach is neither a better boxer nor a harder puncher than Gervonta, nor is he the bigger fighter. Romero adds that moving up in weight will likely slow Roach down, further tilting the advantage in Davis's favor. Highlighting Tank's exceptional ring IQ and superior footwork, he argues that there is no legitimate case to be made for Roach having the edge in any key area. Romero stated, Tank has an off night. That could always happen to anyone, but you can't make a claim for any of this stuff.
Even like I said, like, man, you could say, oh, like, you can make a claim like, oh, maybe like this person's a better boxer, but he's not a better boxer than Tank. Mm-hmm. He's not a bigger puncher. He's not bigger than Tank. Mm-hmm. He's moving up in weight, so that might affect him, make him a little bit slower.
Right.
Tank has a crazy ring IQ. Tank has the better legs. Like, bro, you can't make a claim for any of this stuff.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult weighed in on whether fans will see Gervonta Davis participate in Riyadh's season. While Showbiz acknowledges that Davis passes the eyeball test as one of the most talented fighters he has seen, he argues that Tank's body of work has yet to reflect that status.
Will we see Tank in Riyadh season by the end of the year?
Man, listen, I gotta be careful with how I put this. I'll tell you this. The party bus is going that way. Now, Gervonta, in my opinion, eyeball test, I can argue that he's the best fighter I've seen. Like today, I can argue that, but his body of work isn't showing it.
Using a vivid analogy to describe the current state of boxing, Showbiz the Adult compared it to a party bus full of top fighters heading to Riyadh, with everyone stepping up to prove they're the best. He pointed out that while Gervonta Davis keeps saying he is the best, other fighters are actually fighting each other to show it. He stated that Davis Davis is just claiming to be the best is not enough, and that he needs to fight more top competitors to back up his words. Showbiz also reminded Davis that fighters only have one career, so he urged Davis to seize the moment and stated that Tank should not let pride stop him from taking important opportunities to build his legacy.
Now, the party bus is going that way. It's going to be extremely hard for Gervonta to sit over here and keep saying, I'm the best one. Brother, you can scream all you want, but I am looking over here where everybody's fighting each other to prove that they're the best. If you're the best, okay, you're the best alone, screaming that you're the best. So I think it behooves him to make that happen because you only got one life to live. You only got one boxing career, bro. Can't have this ego and be too proud, okay? Yep. Let's get on that party bus.
Singer and boxing coach Calvin Ford emphasized the deep connection between the two fighters, noting that they both grew up in similar circles and had parallel amateur boxing careers. Ford pointed out that this fight is not only significant for the fighters themselves, but also for the community, highlighting the importance of showcasing talent from all backgrounds. He also addressed the perception of Lamont Roach, noting that any discredit directed towards him is mainly due to his lower profile in comparison to the more well-known Gervonta Davis. Ford made it clear that Roach is a skilled fighter in his own right, and the fight deserves recognition for its competitive nature. Calvin Ford further added, like I said, we focus on the fight in front of us. That's the fight. Davis versus Roach is in front of us.
People going to do that. That's what fan does. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, they're going to give up bad criticism. I remember when I was saying everybody should let Pitbull fight Tank again. And they was talking about that. Then when he won that belt, you know what I'm saying? Boom. So I don't get involved with that. I just go ahead and just prepare them and get them ready to put on a great performance for the fans and whatnot, you know.
Additionally, Romero makes it clear that this fight would not be a slow, tactical chess match, but rather a battle where power, skill, and experience will make the difference. He dismisses any talk of past history between fighters, stating that nearly everyone in boxing has faced familiar opponents at some stage, whether in the amateurs or the pros. However, he insists that past encounters hold no weight when it comes to fight night, as what truly matters is who shows up prepared, stronger, and ready to dominate in the moment. He added, just cause you were fucking one weight, I don't know, 6 years ago doesn't mean you're that weight today.
It's not going to be a chess match.
You don't think so?
Nah.
You don't think the fact that they have history? I mean, obviously Devin and Ryan have history.
Everybody has history in this shit, bruh. If you've been in boxing since you were 5 years old, you fought some dude in the amateurs that in the pros.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody has history. None of that shit matters, man.
Ultimately, Rolly Romero predicts that the fight could go the distance, suggesting that the extra weight might make Roach more durable and help him survive. He expects Roach to stay on the move, trying to avoid Tank's power. While Romero is not outright saying Roach will get knocked out, he believes there's a strong chance it happens, given Tank's reputation as a devastating puncher. Regardless of whether it ends in a stoppage or a decision, Romero is confident that Tank will come out victorious.
Who knows? It might go a decision because maybe Roach might be a little bit more durable because of the, not cutting as much weight. Mm-hmm. And maybe he might try to stay away from Tank, so I'm not saying that he's going to get knocked out.
Right.
But I mean, there's a huge chance that he's going to get knocked out because Tank has, is a puncher,
Yeah.
But regardless whether yes or no, Tank's going to win decision.
American professional boxer and mixed martial artist Claressa Shields wished both Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach the best ahead of their fight. When asked about sharing any strategies regarding Davis, she humorously made it clear that she was not going to give away any secrets. She added that since Tank already does not like her, she was not about to provide anyone with the recipe to beat him.
You have the skill. Don't like me, so I ain't gonna get nobody the recipe to beat him. So you can thank me later, but other than that, I mean, everybody can be beat, but I think that Tank know that he's against a good fighter and he'll train hard.
In addition to this, Rolly Rolando Romero commented on his upcoming match with Ryan Garcia. Romero showcased confidence, stating that he does not have any strong reaction towards the upcoming fight. He implied that his status as one of the most prominent names in the division naturally makes him a target, with everyone wanting an opportunity to get a shot at him.
Were you surprised that Ryan wound up wanting to come back your way, or did you kind of expect it?
I don't really have a reaction towards it. It's just I'm the biggest,
American YouTuber, news reporter Eli Sekbach shared his thoughts on the growing buzz surrounding a potential fight between Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero. Sekbach mentioned that the announcement was a surprise, but recalled asking Garcia about facing Romero during the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. At the time, Garcia seemed uncertain, though he acknowledged the increasing buzz around the potential matchup. Garcia added that he and his team were exploring the possibilities of making the fight happen.
That came out of nowhere, although I will say this. What was the date when Jake Paul fought Mike Tyson? I ran into Ryan on the floor over there at the arena, and I said, are you fighting Rolly? Because I heard a lot of rumbling that he's fighting Rolly next. And Ryan said, we're not sure, we're looking into it maybe.
Eli Sekbach also revealed that during his interactions with Romero and other boxing figures at the Tyson-Paul fight, the primary buzz in the community was centered on a potential match between Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero. While the conversation momentarily shifted when it was confirmed that Isaac Pitbull Cruz would be facing Garcia, it did not take long for the attention to swing back to Romero. Despite the temporary distraction, many within the boxing world still viewed Romero as Garcia's most likely next opponent. This ongoing speculation and shifting narratives continued to fuel excitement and intrigue about the potential clash between the two, with both fighters' fan bases eagerly awaiting an official announcement.
But there was a lot of buzz, because I remember talking to Rolly, like, are you fighting Ryan? And I was talking to other people in the business, because all the talk was Rolly and Ryan and Rolly, but that changed all of a sudden. And then the Pitbull thing came up. So now it's not going to be Pitbull. It's going to be Rolly.
Rolly Romero shared a tense encounter he had with Ryan Garcia, describing how he deliberately sought him out to confront him. According to Romero, he was watching a fight card at his mother's house when he spotted Garcia on TV. At that moment, he decided he needed to go get him. His mother, sensing his intentions, tried to stop him, warning him not to do anything reckless. However, Romero reassured her that he would not cause trouble and proceeded with his plan.
The card, right? I was with my mom, I was at her house. And I'm just watching that Munguia card, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mom, and I see Ryan on the TV, and I'm like, "Hey, mom, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go." She's like, "Cause she's like, the fight's not even over yet." So she's like, "What the f is he doing, right?" And like and I was like, she's like, "No, you're gonna go do something stupid." I'm like, "Mom, I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Don't worry, mom."
By the time he arrived at the venue, the event was coming to an end, but that did not deter him. Romero walked straight to the front where Garcia was and wasted no time in pressing him in front of everyone. He recalled how the confrontation unfolded in public view, making it clear that he had no hesitation in addressing whatever issue he had with Garcia at that moment.
It was the end of the card, right? Nobody checked me, right? I literally walked straight to the front, and that's when I went in there and like pressed him in front of everybody.
Damn, bro. So you were literally chilling at home, saw him on TV, and said, "Hold up, I need to pull up."
Yeah, that's literally what happened. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. That's literally what happened.
Hence, in the end, the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. is shaping up to be an incredible showdown. Tank's knockout power and Roach's technical skills. This has all the makings of a fight fans will talk about for a long time. Both fighters are bringing their A game. So what do you think? Who's taking the win? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and insights on this fight and everything boxing related. We will see you in the next exciting update.